came through a little bit there. So,
Hey, you ask and you shall receive, right?
right? I wish it were always that way.
Right. No, a few peaks of sunshine out there for sure this afternoon. It's been blustery cold all day long. You know what? Let's concentrate on the next 24 hours here because we've had a blast of colder air return today as advertised. We've had some wind gusts above 40 miles per hour here. So over the next 24 hours, it's chilly now. We're looking at lows tonight down into the teens, so don't be at all surprised here that we are going to have some cold temperatures later on tonight. Down into the teens. Wind chills have been nippy all day long, likely down into the single digits in some spots later on tonight. If you can bring those graphics up full there, Brittany, I would appreciate it. And we'll talk about where we're headed here over the next little while. So cold today, cold tonight. Winds will ease during the night, and our wind chills will be down into the low teen single digits, even with lighter wind. About 5 to 15 tonight. It will be a little bit blustery tomorrow, breezy southwesterly winds at 10 to 20. Now, let's talk about where we are now. Mid to upper 20s, haven't had too many changes so far this afternoon. Wind gusts still around 30, but Pembine still at 41. Those gusty winds will ease. Some of our peak wind gusts earlier today, Green Bay 41, Sturgeon Bay 43. It's been quite windy as expected here, and the wind chills down into the teens, getting even colder later tonight. Now, I do want to prep everybody that we have some milder air that will be coming on back, and just in time for Christmas weekend. We're still thinking highs Saturday, Sunday into Monday, Christmas Day. A week from today will be in the 40s, Brittany, if you can believe it. And rain chances will be highest on Christmas Day too.
What?
So I know if you're dreaming of a white Christmas, just forget about that dream. It's going to be a brown Christmas nightmare, unfortunately, for a lot of folks here that would want to have a white Christmas. But that's what we have coming our way. It would appear we'll have the latest later on today.
I cannot believe we are literally going to be talking about rain on Christmas Day in Wisconsin.
Just to put this into perspective, Brittany, I was just digging around with my notes. I don't know where they went, but I was just looking. Yes, it's going to be mild this Christmas, but last Christmas in Green Bay, we had a high of 7 and a morning low of -1. So we are flipping things around 180 degrees, and if you average those two out, it should be about average, but going from one extreme to another here.
No kidding.
This year. So we'll have more later on today.
All right. Thanks so much, Keith. Appreciate it. All right. So unfortunately, I just found out that I was on mute the whole entire first half of this until I went to weather and got to Keith. So I just want to refresh. So thank you for bearing with us as we kind of work through some technical issues on my part. So I just do want to go through those stories once again, just because we are following some really heartbreaking news this afternoon that happened this weekend. So I want to pull it up again for you. So I apologize if this is extending your afternoon with us, but I appreciate you. So let's just go back to that right away. So let me pull this up here for you. So we're following this story out of Wapaka County. Like I said, it's a heartbreaking story. 4 siblings are dead after a crash Saturday night. Authorities say a pickup driven by 47-year-old Scott Farmer of Neenah was driving the wrong way on Highway 10 in Waiawega and hit an SUV carrying 4 people. They are all siblings. Farmer is now facing 4 counts of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle. This is allegedly his 5th offense, OWI. He is in court today and we do have a criminal complaint. I know that Jason Zimmerman is in court. He recently just told us, we just learned that the DA has requested a $4 million bond. That's $1 million for each victim in this case. While we look at the criminal complaint and exactly what happened, we're also looking at the amount of community support and the community surrounding its arms around this grieving family. According to the GoFundMe page, here, I'll pull this up here. These are the 4 victims. They've been identified as Daniel, Fabian, Lillian, and Daniela Gonzalez. 2 of them were Waiawega Fremont School District students, 1 at the elementary school, 1 at the high school. This is the GoFundMe page, and I want to show you how to get to these if you find it in your heart to help this family. So if you scroll down through our page, you'll see they're kind of like highlighted. They're blue here. These are links that you can just click on and they'll take you right to the GoFundMe pages. We have confirmed that these are official GoFundMe pages. So you can donate here and you know that money is going directly to the family. There are goals set up. It looks like the community is overwhelmingly helping out this family right now. So this is one of them. This has been set up for the family. And then here is another one that's been set up for the family as well. So we'll have that on our website as the community continues to rally around this family. We'll be continuing to cover this developing story throughout the day, so stick with us as we bring you the latest. Another story that we are following today in Brown County, Samantha Cavalli is on this one today for us. So Brown County donated land to help with Veterans Tiny Village project, and we've talked to you about this before, but this is, in essence, this is what it is. Veterans, this is the first in Northeast Wisconsin, is hoping to build a tiny home village for homeless vets in the area. So Brown County is proposing donating this piece of land that you're looking at right now. The Brown County Board will vote on donating the land, helping with funding at Wednesday's meeting. Again, Samantha Cavalli was out on this one today, and she'll have the latest here tonight. Another story that we're following today as well, this comes out of a story that I covered last week. I want to bring this one up for you. So this is Elizabeth Drake. She was arrested last week and charged with elder abuse. Her mother was found living in filthy conditions inside a home that they shared. We were in court last week, as I said. It was actually a delivery driver who heard her mother's cry for help, called 911, and then she was rescued and taken to the hospital for immediate care. So we started looking at other resources that are available for caregiver help. Also, how to stop, what to look for and how to stop elderly abuse and neglect. So those are some of the stories that we're working on tonight as well. So those are the bigger reporter stories today, but I want to bring you up to speed on some of the other stories that we're following this afternoon as well. So let me bring those up for you. So at 4 o'clock, we got a press release from Planned Parenthood today of Wisconsin announcing the official date they'll resume abortion services at the Sheboygan Health Center. Remember, abortions are performed at 3 centers throughout the state, one in Milwaukee, one in the Madison area, and then Sheboygan. Madison and Milwaukee are already resuming abortion care. Sheboygan will be the next one, so we'll have that date for you at 4. At 4:30, Chris Roth sits down with Alexander Tank, the program director from the Tommy Thompson Center on Public Leadership. This is Bridging the Divide program is there to reduce partisan division by fostering civil discourse among students and promoting civic virtue. So that deep dive will happen at 4:30. Then at 5 o'clock, this is a story that I kind of worked on today. I talked to the Fond du Lac County Sheriff, Ryan Waldschmidt, just about a really scary situation that happened over the weekend. A 14-year-old has been arrested and is facing pretty serious charges after he stole a vehicle, a Kia Soul, and led police on a really high-speed chase for about 2.5 miles on 151 this weekend, reaching speeds of over 100 miles per hour. The 14-year-old boy is from Fond du Lac, but recently relocated from Chicago. He broke into this Kia Soul in Fond du Lac, hot-wired it, and then took it basically on a joyride. And so these are stories we've been following for a while now. He's part of this nationwide trend. The Kia Boys, you probably heard of. It's a social media post that went viral, basically showing people how to break into these vehicles and get them started. And then people sometimes post them doing it online and for shares and all those things. A really dangerous thing to happen. So we talked to Fond du Lac a little bit about that, and this teenager that was arrested, no driver's license, obviously, no driver's ed, no ID, truly on the road with other people. So the Fond du Lac kind of talks to us a little bit about that, and the teen even admitted that this is the second vehicle that he's stolen within the past 24 hours. He also did the same thing on Saturday, stole a vehicle and ended up crashing that car into a ditch and then abandoned it and ran away. So have a little bit more on that. And then at 6 o'clock tonight, The Governor Tony Evers, along with the Wisconsin Department of Transportation, announced an additional $5.2 million for local transportation services that would serve seniors and those with disabilities. So we'll have a little bit more on that as well for you. So I apologize for the audio issue right in the beginning. I didn't have my mic, so that's user error. So I apologize that I couldn't get to you right away with some of these big stories that we're working on, some really serious stories. So thank you for sticking with me and letting me rehash those for you, because they are really important, and it really is the community that can come out and help this family going through the unthinkable. So appreciate your time this afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to return you back to Local News Live now, and we'll see you tonight at 4, 5, 6, and 10.